feel to throw your first career interception before your first career touchdown?
Wasn't the best thing. I don't know. It wasn't the best feeling in the world, but it was a good thing, in disguise, because I had to go back and kind of like recoup and stuff, and kind of I don't know, come back and finish. But it was fun being out there. I enjoyed it. It's been a long time coming. 2019, I think, was the last time I actually threw a pass in a game, so it's been a long time. So I enjoyed it.
Was the game plan to try to get you in earlier in the second quarter, or was it after halftime, or what was that
I think it was after halftime, but all the ones played incredible, and there was some game plan this week that, like, hey, like, there's a pretty good chance you're going to play for some good plays, not just kind of like some garbage time running the ball, some actual plays. So I knew it was coming, and then just had to prep myself. So.
Beneficial are those snaps for you?
Yes.
How beneficial are those snaps for you?
Very, 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 because experience is everything, I think, and you can practice this stuff for a long time, but actually being in the game, calling the plays, operating the offense is like, I don't know, there's no substitute for that.
Spencer have anything to say to you before you took your first snap?
He did. He said calm down and stuff, just breathe and just do you, basically. So he's been extremely on my side, supportive of me for this long trip, and I give a lot of thanks to him for that, because he's helped me along, So I want to be where he is one day, and he's really taken me in under his wing. So I appreciate him for that.
I think your first 4 or 5 plays, you were handing the ball off.
Mm-hmm.
Were you getting a little antsy and be like, okay?
I was. I was ready to throw a pass, and I think the past 2 games had been all runs and stuff, so I was ready to throw a pass. So.
How were you nervous when you threw that first pass?
It wasn't as bad, just taking that first snap's like the most nervous part, but that first pass, just like wasn't too bad, because I'd done it so many times in practice. It's like you have to realize that it's just a game. It's kind of the same thing as practice. Just now everyone's watching you, so that was kind of just my mindset going into the game, playing.
You throw those 2 touchdown passes, you look over, you see the sideline erupting, Spencer jumping up and down from the vantage point. What's that like to look over and see that?
Oh, it's incredible. I've been here for a long time, watched a lot of Cowboy football games. I always imagined myself doing that, for a long time. So, for it to actually happen was surreal for me, and I'll cherish that for a long time.
It seems like you have a really good rapport with Stephon Johnson and Talon Chetron. How have you kind of seen them grow throughout the summer and into the fall?
Very hard workers, good guys. They came in. They're still young, but they've done extremely well, I think. In spring, going to fall camp. I don't know. It's hard to come in. Just like being a freshman, trying to learn all this stuff and trying to get comfortable. But they're very good players. They're highly touted, and so they've been doing just fine. Over the top, I think, for a freshman.
The interception, an unfortunate play.
Yes.
The way it happened, but did that kind of take some of the edge off? And like, okay, well, that's out of the way.
It did, because you're always scared of throwing an interception. It's kind of like the worst thing. I don't know. It's like the worst thing you can do almost. Playing quarterback. So, but it was good in a way, because I don't know, kind of got me to the point where I was like, hey, stuff happens sometimes. You just gotta go back there, recoup and stuff, and keep playing. Can't change it. So.
Well, you mentioned it. Just growing up around this program in this community. Just what is that feeling like whenever you get the first one, and not just one, you got 2 today?
Like I said before, it's surreal. It's incredible. It's like being around here for a long time, watching. I don't know, people like Mason Rudolph and Spencer and Weedy and all those guys. It's like just like imagining myself doing that one day. I don't know, playing for OSU. Throwing touchdowns, throwing passes, operating the offense, playing quarterback, so for to actually have that happen, to have a touchdown pass, some runs, get some good playing time was really special for me.
From a family aspect, what does it feel like? What does it mean to be the first Gundy to throw a touchdown pass for Oklahoma State in 35 years?
I think it's special, and like I said before, just being around here for all my life basically, I've always pictured myself doing it, so for it to actually happen, the way it did to a really good receiver was really cool.
Take me through that first one. What was going through that?
On the first touchdown?
Yeah, first touchdown.
Well, corner was about 8 yards off, I think, and there was no help over the top. And Talon's about 6'4", 6'5", almost 6'3", 6'4", around there. So, he's just a really big body receiver, quick off the line, fast get up. And so I saw one-on-one coverage, and he's a he's a big, strong body, so I just laid up and he did the rest of it. But he had a great catch. He turned around, made a awesome catch, kept his feet in, and it was really fun watching that.
What was the second one like with your roommate on the receiving?
Yeah, Mr. Cabin is Kale. He's my roommate, and so we always talked about like possibly getting some playing time together and throwing a touchdown, having that little connection, and even him scoring off it was really special for both of us, I think.
It's been a while since you've, I imagine, gotten to break down game film.
Yes, it's been a long time.
What's that going to be like?
It's going to be really special, I think, and I enjoy getting hit, honestly, it's like getting tackled and stuff, and like having those like actual plays where I have to like, make a play, not just hand the ball off. I have to operate the offense, read defenses, and like try to play football. And so I enjoy really getting hit for the actual first time in a long time. So just like the reality now of like, hey, like this actual football you're playing, you have to operate, you have to go, stuff like that. So just really happy to like kind of like have that moment again almost of like playing real football.
Does it maybe make it a little bit more special just knowing that, your first touchdown is someone else's first touchdown as well?
Oh yeah. Talon, like I said before, highly touted player, come out of high school. I knew him because he's from Edmond, and so like we've thrown together and stuff. So for that to happen in the actual game was really cool. I think just from going from the past, like watching him play in high school and stuff, to now, just like watch us grow and develop together was very cool.
Back in high school, you didn't run it at least as much as your brother does right now.
Right. Yes,
But
sir.
where did that come out today? A few instances where you decided to tuck it and run and get some big gains.
Coach Glass, I think, really, because I was average in high school, like athletically running the ball. I was more of a thrower, but he really took me in, and was harping on my speed train, weightlifting, and all kind of stuff like that. So being with Coach Glass for about 2 years now, and 2 off seasons, I think was a huge part of that for sure.
Kale says you're a messy roommate. Your thoughts?
I'm not well. Kale's a clean freak, so messy to Kale is, I don't know, it's kind of pushing it, but he definitely is. He's a clean freak. He's on time. Like Kale's, he's squared away. Like he always comes here and shows up, and he's a walk-on. So he just works his butt off every day. So to like watch him score I was extremely happy for him. So that was pretty cool.
He mentioned you guys have actually known each other quite a while.
Oh yeah, we played Little League baseball when we were about 5 or 6 years old, and then he moved on to like a different team and stuff, and I started playing for a whole other team. So like now to reconnect back in college and stuff, and like be roommates, I don't know, kind of like a small world thing. So I've enjoyed spending time with him a lot. He's a really good guy, works hard. I don't know, so it's nice to like have people around you like that. So
Did you choose him as your roommate, or were you just randomly
I
assigned?
did. I picked him, because he's, like I said, he's very clean, and on time. Takes care of his business. He's not like a list guy, so like he's never really doing anything wrong. So he's been a good roommate, and I've enjoyed like our relationship growing and like I said before, so like him getting to score and stuff, and it coming from me was extremely cool, I think, and like we'll go home and I don't know, probably watch and talk about it for next week or two. So.
Anything else?
A couple of your former high school teammates also got the opportunity on the defensive side late in the fourth. How
Yep.
cool was that for you to watch a couple of guys that you played with, for several years at the high school level getting their opportunity tonight as well?
Extremely happy for him. Carter, I think McIndoe, Luke, and Chance Clements, I think, got in on
Gabe
on
Brown as
kickoff.
well.
And Gabe Brown got
Yeah.
in?
Oh, at the end, Gabe and Chance and Carter were all playing defense there.
I grew up with those guys, and so now watching them, take this huge step too of like playing college football and stuff, and like being on the field was extremely cool for me. Just to watch those guys who I've known for a long time and spend times with and played with in high school, and so that was special for us. and for our coach. I think Coach Barner was there today watching Carter, and so he texted us after the game, and so he's really proud of all of us. I mean, which is cool now because we also play for him. Now we're playing for Oklahoma State in the same town, so it's a pretty cool situation. Appreciate it.
For more information, you can visit tulsaworld.com.